Well, why don't you do this? The people who are watching here, they want to become network marketing professionals.
Right.
They're all different backgrounds, walks of life. They might have been successful, top of the mountain people. They might have incredible education. They might have had challenges when they were growing up or challenges today. They're, whether it's single parents or somebody who just lost their job or somebody who's been involved in network marketing for 3 years, never had a breakthrough, wondering if this is for them. Understanding that's a lot of different people, right? There'll be over 100,000 people that watch this. I'd like you to pretend for a moment that you're in the living room with them, and it's just the two of you, and they're sincerely asking, what do I have to do to be able to succeed here? And give them the counsel that you would give them one-on-one. Look in the camera and give them that counsel, and have a moment with them.
Cool. So a couple of things I would say. First of all, I would tell you that you've got to get out of your own way. Too many times we think that our background, our surroundings, where we live, our parents, our kids, our husband, our wife, these are the reasons why we're not successful. So the first thing I would say is, number one, get out of your own way. You've got to get out of your own way and get these psychological things that might be going on in your mind. You've got the angel on one shoulder, you've got the devil on another that's whispering in your ear on, can you do this, can you do this, can you do this? So number one, you got to get out of your own way. Number two, you've got to find a mentor. You've got to find one or two people that you can pay attention to that have the results that you want, and follow them like a tick on a dog's back. And you can't deviate from that, because I tell people all the time, if you want to be a dentist, who do you learn from? You don't learn from an auto mechanic, you learn from a dentist. If you want to be the best dentist in Las Vegas, if you want to be the best dentist in Georgia, if you want to be the best dentist in Florida, you're going to go to the best school or learn from the best apprentice, the best dentist that you can actually learn from and become an apprentice. Okay, so you've got to put in that time to do so. Okay. Number three, I would tell you that something that I've done all my life is that I've been an unequivocal freak for events. And I mean that you've got to immerse yourself into personal development. This business, whether you're selling lotions, whether you're selling juice, whether you're selling coffee, whether you're selling skincare, no matter what you're selling, it's personal development with a product attached to it. That's what it is. So since you've got to become the better version of you each and every day, knowing that you've got to progress, if you want to attract bigger people in your life, then you've got to become a bigger person. You've got to become better at your skill sets. You've got to really focus on that personal development. That means that you're going to have to listen to some tapes. You're going to have to read some books. One thing that I learned from a Marine partner of mine is that I walked into his room one day and he was actually sleeping. At least I thought he was asleep, but he was sleeping with the ear sets in his head. And I woke him up because it was time for us to go for a jog. And I said, Dave, what are you doing? You sleep with your ear sets in your head. He was like, I sleep every night with my ear sets in my head. And I said, why do you do that? He says, because the body rests, but the brain never sleeps. See, while he's sleeping, he's listening to stuff that's going through his mind over and over and over and over and over again. So if you want to sound like Jim Rohn, you should listen to Jim Rohn while you sleep. You want to sound like Eric Worre and understand the 7 skill sets, listen to it while you sleep. Have it be in your car. Have your friends get in your car and go through your CD changer and wonder why there's no music. I can't tell you how many times some of our friends have gotten into my cars like, hey, where's the music at? And I'm like, that is music. That's not music. Yes, it is. It's money music. It's money music. I don't know what you're looking for, but it's money music. You see, I don't want to be a rapper. Not saying that I don't listen to music, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to be a rapper when I grow up. Okay, that's not what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be a professional networker and a leader that is impacting lives all over the world. So since that's who I want to be when I grow up, I've got to listen to those types of people. So you've got to do that. That would be probably the biggest thing that I would tell everybody here, because there's 30 days in a month, 29 days this year in February, 31 days in some months, and there's not going to be 31 great days in your business. There might not be 31 great days of your life every single month. But the reality of it is that if you can elevate a lot of those days by what you control, meaning what you're putting in your mind versus what other people are putting in your mind. See, somebody on Facebook can be putting things in your mind. Your environment can be putting things in your mind. People in your neighborhood that you don't want to be around, that you don't want to be like, they could be putting things in your mind. But the books that you read, the CD sets that you listen to, the mentors that you follow, the events that you attend, that you absorb everything, the notes that you take, that's really creating the compound effect. You know, I wouldn't even, sitting in your living room, I wouldn't even spend a whole boatload of time talking about products or services or whatever you are marketing. Those things are great. You can spend an hour talking to you about a comp plan, but it doesn't mean anything until you start producing. What really means something is you. So becoming the best version of you, focusing on those things there and becoming obsessed with them, like literally becoming obsessed with them. If you become obsessed with success, it has to happen. It has to happen. But you can't look at it from I'm going to give it 10 minutes here. I'm going to give it 30 minutes one week. I'm going to get an hour one week. You've got to become obsessed with it. If you become obsessed with it, you'll hit the income levels that you want to hit. But more importantly, you'll be changing lives all over the world, because as you change lives all over the world, you're indirectly changing yours. So that's what I would do there.
Excellent advice. Thank you very much for paying it forward. Thanks for coming and sharing your ideas and your wisdom and your story. And there's a lot you could get out of this interview. My suggestion is maybe watch it a couple more times, maybe take some notes, put together a little game plan, and go out there and make your life what it should be and what it could be, okay? So Cedrick Harris, thanks again.
Thank you, Eric.
For sharing. And ladies and gentlemen, our wish for all of you is that you decide to become a network marketing professional, that you decide to go pro, because it is a stone cold fact that we do have a better way. Now let's go tell the world. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.